Hello, hello. Too quick, I'm too quick. Hello and welcome. We are on day 22. My goodness, it feels like we're old friends now. We have to keep the noise down because Nairobi's sleeping. Week 4 plus the 3 days, so we've got the 10 days remaining. We're gonna nudge into looking at back bends. I think it's something that needs to be done with the right reflective nature. You know, you have to be able to have that conversation with your body and listen to what's coming back to know how much support you need. You know, you want to be strong, you want to get your spine long. You want to avoid hinging, you know, just at one particular level, being able to bend. Women are better at it than men, you know, and it could be quite low. To be able to change that, tripping over my words in my head before we even get a chance to say them. In order for you to change that, you have to notice that it's happening. Okay. I think you need to take a lot of care with back bends. You need to proceed with caution and care. It's a bit of self-care. Anyway, there's a companion piece coming for this, and let me not talk too much more about it. I'll pick it up there. You know, usual safety concerns. You know, you can fall over. There's going to be up and down from the ground stuff. Any doubts, speak to your GP or your local allied health professional, physiotherapist. Okay, we're going to start in downward dog. We've got 10 minutes on the clock. I think more so than with anything else, back bends, you need to do some preparation. Wake your spine up a bit. Downward dog. And we're going to come over into a long-armed chaturanga. Straight line from the ankles to the shoulders. Tummy lifting, tailbone lengthening away. Okay, you can come into the full pose. I'm going to stay here. Going to blame it on the table. Downward dog. Okay. Chaturanga. If it helps, come down onto your elbows. Okay. Keep the collarbones wide. Elbows onto the shoulders. Okay, if you need to, you come down to the floor from there. Otherwise, see if you can come back up and into downward dog. Okay. Tadasana. Big toes together, heels together. Lifting and opening. Reverse shoulder blades in and then down. Tailbone down. Tall as you can be. Through the crown of the head. Back ribs, front ribs to back ribs, so you're broad across here. Arms up, and we'll just go. Yeah, listen to your shoulders. No more than, don't be doing that, no more than parallel. Why if you need to. Urdhva shoulders, front ribs back. Tadasana, and again Urdhva to wherever your arms were the last time. So this is where we've been working. Yeah, if that's fine by me, shoulders down, arms down, Tadasana, up again, bend your knees, bend at the hip, sitting down, ooh, couple of clicks in the lower back, tummy switched off immediately, try and lift it, keep it switched on, weight in the heels. Downward dog. And let me just make it a bit more challenging. Downward dog. A few breaths, 4 or 5 breaths. Get the lift into the sit bones high on the balls of the feet initially. Outer edges of the feet parallel. Chaturanga, long armed. Remember, if you need a height for your wrist, or if you want to come down onto the forearm, or the full pose, it's like a cricket leg. Hands are in by the ribs, and then come back up, downward dog. And again, long arm chaturanga, or if you wish, keep your hands there. Bring your nose, keep your elbows in, nose along the mat, down into the full pose. And I don't have the strength this evening to push myself out of that. Downward dog. Step your feet, step your hands, straight back, come up. Okay, and Tadasana again. So, we think about a back bend, okay? It's not just about throwing yourself back and seeing what happens, okay? You're lengthening through the whole of your spine. You want to feel like you're getting longer through here. And then you start to curve back. So sort of low down, and it goes further up. And then somewhere between the shoulder blades, it should feel like it's lifting through to the sternum. Yeah. So this is lifting up, and then it's best just to keep, don't be rushing into doing that. Keep your head, your neck controlled, your head controlled, chin tucked in, and work the rest of the, yeah, and you're looking for, you know, there's where most of the work is done. For me, I want to work on doing more up here, you know, move on. Anyway, so from Tadasana, and then forwards again. So, and as we do this, I want you, as you come forward, keep whatever of that, you know, you can feel that sweeping openness. Keep that, yeah, as you're doing these back bends. Okay, so Tadasana, feet take them hip width apart, hands on your hips, lengthen through your spine, your side ribs start to fan open like that. Yeah, and I'm lengthening into an arch. Yeah, it's all the way up. And I'm going to keep my chin tucked in. Harder work for now. Yeah, side ribs are opening. Okay, I'm going to have to move my hips forwards to avoid falling over, but I want to minimise that too. Whoops. Okay, I've had to come out of that, but I'm feeling that openness. I can feel my spine here to here. It's starting to feel like it can move into the body, or the body can move back around it, whichever relative you want to use there. Okay, so I'm going to avoid losing that. Where are we? Yeah. So, and into Urdhva Hastasana, to get that same lengthening up. So I'm looking up a little, but I'm really lifting from there to the ceiling, there to the ceiling. Yeah. Tailbone is all ready. Actually, keep your feet hip width apart. Tucking down, and the tummy's lifting, and I'm lengthening through the whole of that spine and coming back. Yeah. Tune into what's going on in the back of the neck. I think anything like that, and it just gets a little bit closed, you know, keep it long, nice blood flow, whatever else. It's not crampy. Okay. And forwards, and Tadasana, and hip width apart. Up, let's sideways on, that might be useful. Tailbone down, tummy lifting, yeah, lifting and opening here, yeah. Trying not to hinge, but each vertebra has to get a lift and then a little bit back. A lift and a little bit back. Yeah. In and a little bit back. So you see those back benders in yoga classes, they're really, with the right preparation, they're a really lovely thing to get onto. You need to be doing all of this sort of spine mobilizing. Okay, I'm going to use a block. I suggest you use a block too. I'm going to avoid forward bending so that I can keep all of this. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. First couple, remember, so the toes are 30 degrees out from facing that way. Yeah, tailbone stays long, 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 long. Yeah, back leg stays strong, and then you bend. Okay, avoid coming forwards, avoid the pelvis just lining up with the back leg. Good. Okay. Into that again. Keep the pelvis down, tailbone down so it's long. Gives you a chance. It's such a light lift. It's all I can get in the trans abs, but I can get there. Okay, I'm going to swap sides. Keeping that upper body inflation. Okay, back leg strong. Controlled pelvis, so it's really strong. Hip flexor stretch on the back leg. Okay, no niggles, no pinches. Yeah, if it is, you go higher. Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm just being passive with my arms. So I know my bottom half starting to understand the movement being asked of it. So I'm going to take it a step further. Oops. And bring my elbows in. Thumbs are still there, encouraging that tailbone long tilt with the pelvis. Elbows are in there to help, and you see, so I'm not arching back and I'm not pushing my ribs forwards. I'm lengthening and I'm starting to do a back bend there. I'm trying to minimize. Okay, the anatomy is just wanting me to lean forwards at the hip, and I'm trying to lift this back. Okay, so you can see the back bend in the standing pose. Okay, up and in again. Strong legs, lengthen through the spine, open. All of the things that we have in Tadasana, but it's now going a little bit backwards. Okay. And swap sides. I know my distance, that's far too big a step back for me to take any degree of accuracy. Right. Whoops. Elbows in. Okay, all of that work is before in the legs. Lengthening up out of the pelvis. So this distance here, see, as I, because of whatever limitations as I bend, the pelvis also wants to tilt that way. Yeah, so I have to work even harder to lift it back there as well as on the other side. So it never stops. It's going down at the tailbone, lifting back at those bones on the front. And that back leg just wants to drop, so that's it, switched on. Okay. Forgot about the back bend. Up and in again. Back leg strong. Lengthening through the spine. One more time each side. Over time. Adding in the arms. So the arms don't go further in because the arms are there. You just add the arms onto the top of wherever it is you've reached. Okay, so I'm lifting and lengthening back. Sternum is lifting up there. Head is back. And then the arms. And that's because my shoulder will allow it. That's too much. Start doing that. Yeah, if your shoulder doesn't allow it, you'd be forward, so you'd be wider. Okay. And up. And I'm feeling the burn in the back leg. And you can see I'm shying away from that full bend that I was doing in the preparatory work. There we go. So, elbows in, lifting, lengthen. Nearly there. Back of the neck long. Okay, and then arms just in line with the position you're already in. Make sure, check in with the head, make sure you're not poking your chin forwards. Okay, forwards, hands down, step your feet together. Tadasana. If you have time, finish in sitting. There's a video for that, or in Shavasana. And yes, Namaste. All things being equal, I will see you on the on day 23. Right. Cheers.